give you all a quick little update. It was just exactly almost on this spot where I'm standing now, just over a year ago. A PC actually hit me in the face, and they have actually offered me a payout. It's been declined, and all I'm waiting on now is an actual court date to be set, and then we will then go to court. Because, as I said, at the end of the day, the one thing that I actually want to happen isn't, I don't believe anyone should be taking any form of payout. I believe that everyone should be taking them all the way to court and costing them their jobs. That is what should be done, and hopefully from that point onwards we may get an actual change if enough of them lose their jobs.
This video doesn't start with shouting, sirens, or chaos, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. What you're watching here is a slow-burn confrontation between authority and accountability, unfolding on ground that already has a history. The man holding the camera isn't just filming a gate, he's standing at the exact location where, 1 year earlier, a police officer struck him in the face. No allegation. No dispute. A payout was offered. And he refused it. Why? Because this isn't about money. It's about consequence. From the very first seconds, the tension is baked in. This auditor isn't here to provoke, he's here to document. And the police? They don't arrive aggressive. They arrive curious. Polite. Casual. But that's where things get interesting. Because when the law isn't being broken, curiosity becomes something else entirely. Watch how quickly just checking turns into questioning. Watch how safety becomes positioning. And most importantly, watch how knowledge, or the appearance of it, shifts the balance of power.
Sergeant
Meacham.
And what's your shoulder number?
400 Whiskey Alpha.
Cool.
What are you up to today, sir?
Well,
Anything exciting?
What do you think I'm doing?
I've got no idea.
Well, what
just
did
your video in. It appears that your video in the backyard. I just wondered what you're up to.
There you go. You've answered it for yourself.
Lovely. Why are you doing that? It's not very interesting, is it?
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Is it?
Yes.
I am, probably because I come here every day. It's not very interesting.
Yeah.
Lovely. Why do you find it interesting?
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Oh, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
You're fishing is what you're doing.
Sorry?
You're fishing is what you're doing.
Fishing?
Yep.
Just asking questions.
Okay.
It is my job to ask questions after all.
No, it's your job to uphold the law, okay? It's not your job to ask questions.
Well, it is, because I have to uphold the law by asking questions, otherwise I can't investigate anything, can I?
So, well, that all depends on what it is.
Well, I find, in my experience, that every job I go to, I have to ask questions, otherwise I can't work out what's going on.
Well,
if I see someone recording in the backyard,
well, that's when you actually turn up.
Obviously, I'm interested.
Yeah, but...
This moment quietly sets the moral framework for everything that follows. The auditor explains that after being struck by a police officer, a payout was offered, and deliberately declined. That choice is crucial. Settlements close files. Court cases open records. By refusing compensation, he's choosing scrutiny over silence, consequences over convenience. This isn't about revenge, it's about precedent. He's articulating a belief that accountability only works when misconduct carries professional cost, not just financial inconvenience. Whether you agree or not, that stance explains his calm. He's already committed to process, not emotion. And that mindset shapes how he handles every officer who approaches next. Here's the question for viewers: if payouts quietly make problems disappear, do they actually solve anything? Or do they just delay the next incident? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is the philosophical fault line running through the entire video.
Absolutely. Just checking you're okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
Lovely. You have a good day, sir.
And you, take care.
Bye-bye.
gates open, you hear me? Just because those gates open, there's a risk that you can get caught in them. I don't know if you can hear me. The gates that open, just you're standing in the way where you might get caught in them. Huh? Yeah, but just sort of standing in the way of the gates where they're open. I just don't want to get wedged in the doors. So I don't mind you filming.
Right, there we go. Now I'll actually address you now that you've actually walked all the way up to me. Don't talk to me from a far distance like that. If you're going to address a member of the public, at least give them the courtesy and come all the way up to them.
Okay, I'm just letting you know you're right. If you turn around, you will see
where
the gates
I know
open.
I know exactly where I'm standing. Okay, yeah. And when the gates go to open, I'll move.
Okay, that's all I'm doing is warning you.
Okay.
You're right in proximity where that gate will open. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, no worries. No worries, that's fine.
Okay, that's what I'm warning you.
Yep, that's
okay,
fine.
Just
that's not a problem at all. Okay. But as I said, when you are dealing with a member of public, okay, you should at least come all the way up to them. Okay, not shout from them from down there. Okay, first of all, can I just ask for your shoulder number, please?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 3326.
3326.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've turned your body camera on as well, yeah?
My body camera?
Yep.
My body camera, as this is a public place, anyone is free to record.
Yeah, I know, but you are...
Changes textbook. The sergeant approaches politely, introduces himself, and immediately asks what the auditor is doing. On its face, it sounds harmless, even friendly. But listen closely to the framing. The officer already knows the answer. He states it, "You're filming." So the follow-up isn't informational, it's justificatory. When police say, "Why are you doing that?" and no law is being broken, the implication shifts. The burden subtly moves from authority explaining itself to the citizen defending normal, lawful behavior. The auditor responds by keeping answers minimal, calm, and factual. No backstory. No justification. Just legality. This is a critical tactic. The less you volunteer, the less there is to challenge. And notice how quickly the officer backs off once legality is acknowledged. No escalation. No orders. Just a polite exit. That tells you everything. When the law isn't on your side, conversation becomes optional.
Clearly, okay, under GDPR law, okay, you are meant to inform the public, full stop, period. And that is on your own website, and that is a law then that you are breaking by not informing a member of the public. So if you do address a member of the public, I would advise you, if you do put your body camera on, do actually tell them that you have got it on, because otherwise you are breaking GDPR yourself.
All I was merely doing was walking by, and all I was warning you was where you were standing, the gate opens and there's a risk that you can be crushed.
Yeah, but what you were doing is you were addressing me all the way from down there, and you were actually shouting all the way up here. As I said, if you are going to address a member of the public, that's not the correct way of doing it. You should do what you've just done where you're standing now. You should have come all the way up and addressed me.
Okay. As I said, all I'm doing is you were right there. That's it. As you can see, I was just about to walk past.
Yep,
that's all it was. There was no more to that. I'm just warning you. That's where the gates open. Don't be crushed by it.
I won't get crushed by it. No worries.
Okay. That's
all
cool.
It is. Enjoy your day. So as I said, guys, perfectly clear. I wasn't going to talk to him while he was actually shouting from the bottom of the actual ramp. If he wants to address me, then he can come all the way up to me. He shouldn't be shouting, okay? It's not the way to approach and to talk to members of the public. Not at all.
And here's where the tone shifts. The first officer leaves, but a second voice enters, from a distance. It's framed as a safety warning about automatic gates, but delivery matters. Shouting across space creates authority without engagement. It's a form of control that avoids dialogue while still asserting presence. The auditor doesn't reject the warning, he rejects the method. That distinction is important. He acknowledges the risk, but insists on basic respect. If you're going to address the public, do it directly. This isn't defiance, it's boundary setting. This moment highlights something viewers should watch closely: how often safety is used not just to protect, but to reposition.